Hey, what is going on, everyone? It is December 31st, 2022. I am absolutely excited about this new year. Got some really good things planned, have some sustainable, actionable plans in motion, and I'm just thrilled about what's coming in this new year, 2023. I'm very excited, not only mentally and physically and academically, but also financially. So I'm going to be posting some really cool updates throughout the entire 2023. So please look forward to those. And I got a new setup as well. I am not the most technologically sound individual, but I do have a new setup and I'm gonna be bringing my wife on. So things are gonna be changing pretty soon and I'm really excited about it. But for now, I just wanted to go over our 2022 net worth update. So, before anybody inboxes me, anybody I know inboxes me and says, hey, I see you have all of this money. Please know, as I have said multiple times before, we are very illiquid. Like most of our money is tied up in retirement accounts, in our primary residence, in our vehicles. So when I talk about the net worth, which is basically all of our assets minus all of our liabilities, when I talk about that, it is mainly in items that are not necessarily accessible right now. They're illiquid. So for anybody that doesn't know, liquid assets are assets you can just pull out right now for any purpose or any reason or anything like that. If you want to go buy a car, if you want to go on a cruise or vacation, you can just go into the bank right now or go into your investment account and pull that out and just do that. Illiquid assets are those that are attached to like a mortgage or a house or a retirement account that you can't necessarily access until you either leave an employer or if you retire or something like that. Like so much of our money is tied up in 403bs, SEPs, Roth IRAs, and those kind of things. So I just want to make that very clear. Like our net worth is not liquid. Just because I have this net worth does not mean that we can just run and go get that money out right now. So that being said, I'm gonna be transparent. Ran the numbers and the net worth is around 718,000. So the thing about it is that we are in a down market right now. We're in such a down market. And I would say, let's assume that the market continued to be stable and didn't go down approximately 20% like it has over these last 12 months. I would say, originally I calculated like, we would have a $900,000 net worth if the market didn't tank 20%. But that's not true because most of our net worth is tied up, or a lot of our net worth is tied up in assets like our home or vehicles, and then our pension plans as well, which are pretty stable. Like the pension plans, they probably pay about 2.5% interest. So those are gonna stay the same regardless of what the market does. So I would estimate that had the market been stable and not even gone down 20%, not even gone up, I would say that 718,000 would probably be, just off the top of my head, let's just say about 810,000, 815,000. That's just a wild guess off the top of my head, which shows you that net worth shouldn't be the only measure of wealth. I think net worth is a very important measure of wealth, but it doesn't necessarily tell you how well you are doing. And the market in the last year is a perfect indicator. So I remember doing a video about the net worth at the end of the year last year, and it was like when the market was popping. So it felt so good to just be able to say, our net worth went up this much since 2021, and then to end 2022 and say, oh, it's 718,000, and to be disappointed about the fact that it isn't that much higher than it was at the end of last year. That's a pretty interesting thing. And it only goes to show you that net worth is not the only indicator of wealth. You know, the good thing about when the market is down, as I have said before, and as other financial gurus will tell you, the good thing is that you can buy more shares for your investment. So if I put $100 in on an up market, I'm gonna buy less shares than if I put $100 in on a down market. So that's the light at the end of the tunnel. That's a positive way to look at it. You know, that's a glass half full approach, as opposed to saying, oh, the market's down and my investments aren't what they were a year ago. So if you want to look at it like that, you can, you know. But I would say another indicator of wealth, probably a more important indicator of wealth, is the fact that when you think about it, I know with my family, I've never had a car breakdown in the middle of the road. I've never not been able to pay my mortgage. I've never not been able to pay my light bills. I've never not been able to pay my phone bills. My kids have never wondered where the next meal was coming from. So those things are important. Those things are important. You know, when you talk about food insecurities, when you talk about people not necessarily knowing where they're going to get their next meal from or how their bills are going to be paid, I think that it's important to be able to say that I've never had to worry about that pretty much in the last, 10, 15 years or so. I've had the struggles we had, issue 10, 11, 12 years ago, but for the most part, my kids have never had to experience wanting or needing for anything. Everything they need, they have. So that's another way to look at wealth as well. And that's another really important indicator of financial success. I have somewhat come to the realization that financial peace is almost an unattainable goal for me. And I've had those conversations with my wife. She said I probably need to get some kind of counseling about it, only because no matter, you can give me a $5 million net worth and I will still be at the point where I'm not necessarily secure. I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I am always trying to think and not get too comfortable with our situation, because I feel deep down like if we get too comfortable with our situation, that we might back off, we might become lax, and then our situation might worsen. When in actuality, things are getting better. I have become more loose as far as allowing myself to back up and pay and not worry about those things that are going to bring us happiness. And as somebody who has been embracing the whole minimalism lifestyle, we really try to focus on things that are going to make us happy. And those things aren't necessarily things, they're more so experiences. So I have contacted my travel agent and we have scheduled multiple cruises. My wife and I just got off of a 4-day cruise last week. We have about 3 more in the next year and a half, and just doing other things as well that I feel are going to be very important for our mental health and for creating those lifelong experiences. And those are things that I've decided not to skimp on. But for the most part, I never feel too comfortable. I think we're doing well. I really do. Like, if you would have told me 20 years ago, I'd be in a situation I'm in right now and leading my family down this road, I would not tell you that I would be there. I don't think that we would necessarily be in a position where we are right now. So I'm excited about it. I feel that, we need to continue to grind it out and continue to build our net worth. The net worth is going to continue to change. It's going to go up and down. It might be 850 next year, 950 next year. I think we're probably about 3 years away from getting to that magical million, that journey to $1 million that we want to hit. But I've decided to just kind of lay low and just take it one day at a time and not necessarily try to rush things, because it is a journey. It is definitely not a sprint. It is a marathon. It is a journey to a million. And, there's going to be some bumps and bruises. There are going to be some ups and downs. I see some other financial influencers on social media who had a $1 million net worth or $1.2 million net worth, and it went down to 990,000. So that's just what's going to happen when you use net worth as your indicator of wealth. So by no means, by no stretch of the imagination will I ever say that having a $718,000 net worth is disappointing or anything like that. Of course, we would like to be higher, but I'm just looking at it like with the glass half full mindset, that I know that it is beneficial and that it allows us to continue building wealth because we're able to buy more shares. But hey guys, December 31st, 2022, I'm excited about the new year. I think there are going to be some really good things that happen, and I hope that you all enjoy your New Year's Eve. I hope that you all are safe and careful as you watch that ball drop. And I'm confident that you guys, if you're watching this channel, you're going to grind it out and you're going to do whatever it takes to lead your family to prosperity in 2023. And always remember that it is not necessarily important how you look and how you look to others. What's important is how you're actually doing. How you're actually doing. You're going to, pull up to a stoplight for 30 seconds max, maybe 45 seconds on a bad day. And nobody cares what you drive. Nobody cares the house you have. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you look rich to people. It doesn't matter if you look broke to people. What matters is what your bank accounts and what your investments say and what your family feels about you and the security that they have. So if you are following my channel, if you watch these videos and you take the time out of your day to watch these videos, I'm confident that you are one of those individuals who are going to grind it out and you're going to do what's best for your family. Because let me tell you right now, there's nothing better than being able to provide some financial stability for your family, for your loved ones. So, hey, appreciate you all. Please leave any comments you may have in the comments below. And if you have somehow run across this video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And please excuse my dirty whiteboard behind me. I got 3 kids, and sometimes they do silly things, and sometimes they use magic markers on a whiteboard. So I have to somewhat scrape those out, but I had to do this video. I appreciate you guys for the support. Y'all have a phenomenal new year. Thank you very much.